In this video, we are going to discuss the marking scheme issued by CBSE. The first thing to remember is that there are two courses here, English Language and Literature and English Communicative. So the marking scheme is going to vary a little. So if you look at the paper pattern of social science, as you can see on your screen, there are going to be 6 sections in your paper. Hello everyone, I'm sure your board exam preparation must be going on in full swing, right? After all, now is the most crucial time to write as many mock papers and see how well are you able to perform. But कहीं आप भी वही same mistake तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, where you are devoting all your revision and preparation time for just some subjects and ignoring the others? You know what I'm talking about. Some of the students have a tendency that they leave English and social science preparation just for the last minute. Now that's going to cost you heavily. So to help you out, in this video we are going to discuss the marking scheme issued by CBSE for class 10th in English and social science. So without any further delay, let's get started. Now if you look at the marking scheme for English, the first thing to remember is that there are two courses here, English Language and Literature and English Communicative. So the marking scheme is going to vary a little. Let's look at the paper pattern for English Language and Literature first. On your screen, you can notice that there are 3 sections in your paper, reading, writing and grammar, followed by literature. In your reading section, you will find passage-based questions, both objective and subjective. They could be of 1 mark, they could be of 2 marks. You may find MCQs, you may find very short answers as well. Followed by your writing section, which again has 5 marker questions. Grammar is going to carry 1 marker questions either in MCQ format or subjective format. And lastly, the literature section is going to have 3 different types of questions. You will find RTCs, which again could be of 1 mark or 2 mark, followed by short answer questions of 3 marks and long answer questions of 6 marks. However, the communicative section is slightly different. So a communicative paper pattern has 4 sections, reading, writing, grammar, followed by literature. Marks bhi thode differently segregated hai. Reading section, again 2 passages, but you may not find 2 marker questions that often. 1 marker questions are mostly asked, followed by writing section, which again will have 4 different questions. You will have 3 marker question, 4 marks, 7 mark and 8 marks. And your grammar section mostly carries 1 marker questions, followed by the literature section. RTC yahan bhi hoga. Please make sure that you write answers according to the given extract. RTCs are 1 marker questions, followed by short answer questions of 2 marks each, unlike language and literature jahan 3 marks ka tha, and the long answer here carries 8 marks instead of 6 marks. So what are the key things to remember here? Very short answer questions should be 1 word or 1 sentence. Short answer questions should be of 30 to 40 or 40 to 50 depending upon whether it's for 2 marks or 3 marks. And the long answer question should be of 100 to 120 words. So if you look at the sample questions issued by CBSE, the 2 marker short answer questions have a word limit of 30 to 40 words. The answer must be written in paragraph, not in points. However, a 3 marker short answer question should be written in 40 to 50 words. Long answer, you have to make sure that the answer is written in 100 to 120 words. But the most important thing to remember here in long answer is that content, expression and accuracy, 3 parameters are going to be assessed by the examiner. Content carries 3 marks, expression carries 2 marks, accuracy carries 1 mark if you are writing the answer in a communicative exam. Content carries 4 marks, organization carries 3 and accuracy carries 1. So let's just quickly jot down what are the key things to remember while writing an English exam. First thing first, answers must always be written in paragraphs, not in points. Short answer hai to aap single paragraph mein answer likhenge. If it's a long answer, make sure you have either 2 or 3 paragraphs depending upon relevant content. Secondly, make sure that you have checked your spellings and grammar towards the end when you're reading the answer again in your revision time, hardly 5 minutes before the exam. A quick spell check or grammar check zarur le lena hai. Point number 3, use correct formats for all your writing segments, right? So whether it's a formal letter, whether it's an email, make sure you have the proper format memorized when you're writing your mock exams. And lastly, do not forget to use formal tone and expression in all your writing answers. Remember, the examiner is going to mark you accordingly. So I hope with these quick reminders, you have your list ready as to what to do while writing answers. Let's quickly jump to the social science segment also and understand what's the marking scheme issued by CBSE for social science. So if you look at the paper pattern of social science, as you can see on your screen, there are going to be 6 sections in your paper. The very first section carries MCQ questions, 1 mark each, followed by very short answer questions of 2 marks, and then short answer questions of 3 marks. Long answer questions will carry 5 marks, followed by case study based questions of 4 marks. But remember, case study based questions has subparts, so they are going to be marked accordingly. And the last section is obviously the map based section, where you will have history and geography based questions carrying 2 marks and 3 marks respectively. So if you look at the sample question given in CBSE sample papers, you notice that a 2-marker question must be answered in 2 points with relevant explanation comprising examples but not exceeding 40 words. Similarly, for a 3-marker question, answer should contain any 3 relevant points with explanation and should not exceed 60 words. For 5-marker long answer questions, any 5 relevant points must be given with suitable explanation, but the answer should not exceed 120 words. And case study based questions obviously have individual parts, so you must answer accordingly, not exceeding 100 words. So what are the key things to remember while writing a social science paper? First thing first, answer must be written as per the marking scheme issued by CBSE. Whether you write it in points with suitable explanation, but make sure you do not exceed the given word limit. Secondly, distribute time for each section judiciously. ये ना हो कि आप एक सेक्शन पे इतना टाइम डिवोट कर दो कि बाकी सेक्शन कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो जाए. Point number 3, always underline important facts, words and points so that वो highlight हो for the examiner while checking the answer. And lastly, always leave some spare time towards the end to revise your paper carefully. So I hope with these simple pointers, you are able to perform much better in your board exams. Wish you all the very best, and I hope you found this informative. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.